Dear students, I welcome you all to this new video lesson on the e-learning series for the subject of Computer Science class 12th. So dear students, in the previous video lesson we have discussed all the theoretical concepts related to your unit computer networks. There is an application based question that appears in your board examinations. So in this video lesson we will be discussing about that application based question. That question is mostly related to the networking part, and you have given a situation, and according to that situation you have to answer some questions according on that. Those are based on the selection of networks. Okay, so first you have to study that situation very carefully, and each word of that situation is very important for you to make a decision about your answers. Okay, so let's start. In the beginning, let us have some points that you should remember while answering those questions or while going through that application based questions on computer networks. The first thing that is the question that is asked most of the times is the placement of a server. So you must know that the server will always be placed at a place or a building where we have the maximum number of computers. Okay, so you might be given a scenario where there are many buildings and you have to decide which building should you choose for the placement of server. So the placement of server will be decided by the number of computers. So the building having the maximum number of computers will be having the server in it, so that the maximum data traffic remains local, because the building that will have maximum number of computers will generate maximum number of network signals. So the network traffic that will be generated by those computers will remain local. That's why, as per the 80-20 rule of network design, the server should be placed at a building where the maximum network traffic, so that the maximum network traffic remains local. So that's why we select the building or a place where we have maximum number of computers. Next point to be remembered is that hub or switch is required to connect the computers inside a network. So if in a building or at a place you have more than 2 computers to connect, you will have to use either hub or switch for interconnection. So these devices are placed inside a network, not between the networks. This device, that means hub or switch, will be placed inside a network. Okay. Next point, the device bridge is used to minimize the network traffic between networks. You may be asked to name a device that will minimize the network traffic. So bridge is the device that minimizes network traffic. It forbids a data packet from going from one network to another network if it is not meant for the other network. That's why it is used to minimize network traffic. Next is the gateway is used to connect dissimilar networks. Dissimilar networks means the networks those are based on different protocols are called dissimilar networks. So if you have to connect such type of networks, then you must use gateway. Next point, hub is used to provide dedicated bandwidth to all connected nodes. So if you are having a connection of 100 Mbps and there are 10 systems connected to it, the hub will divide that bandwidth equally among the nodes. So each node will get a dedicated bandwidth of 10 Mbps. Whereas the switch is used to provide shared bandwidth to all its connected nodes. So if you are having 100 Mbps connection, then all the systems will share that 100 Mbps bandwidth. Okay. And the most important point in this, that is, the selection of transmission medium depends upon the distance of the sides to be connected. There might be a question for you to select the most appropriate transmission medium to connect two sides. So before making a decision, you must take care that there are two types of transmission medium. One is wired and another is wireless, or you can say guided and unguided. So first you should check that whether you have to select guided medium or unguided medium. In guided medium, you have the choices of coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, optical fiber cable. Okay, so if the distance is in meters, you usually go for twisted pair cable, and if it is in kilometers, up to 10, 20, 30, 40 like this, then you should go for optical fiber cable. But the optical fiber cable has higher installation cost. That should also be kept in mind. So you must check for the type of transmission medium asked. If it is guided, then you cannot go for wireless signals. Okay. Sometimes, to check your presence of mind, such type of words are given, that please suggest the best suitable guided media. So then you cannot go for wireless medium. Okay. So this thing is to be kept in mind. And if they have asked for unguided media or wireless medium, then you should go for the radio signals, radio waves, or if the distance is very large, in thousands of kilometers, then you should go for satellite signals, because the satellite signals are omnidirectional and they can penetrate through buildings. So if the distance is very high, or you have to connect a hilly area from your plain area, then also the cost of installation of optical fiber will be very high. So you must go for satellite communication. And whenever you are selecting the appropriate transmission medium, then you must have some reasons for it. Okay, because you have to justify, many of the times you have to justify your answer. So the justification for the satellite signals is that it is omnidirectional and it can penetrate through buildings. Okay, so these were some points that you should remember before answering the application based question. So let us see how that question looks like when it comes to your board examination. So here we have discussed two questions for you. Let us see the first one. So this is the first question. The situation is like that: My Pace University is setting up its academic blocks at Naya Raipur, and it is planning to set up a network. The university has 3 academic blocks and 1 human resource center as shown in the diagram. So you will be given a diagram that will be having mostly 4 blocks or 4 buildings that has to be connected as a network. You must note the diagram and the placement of buildings. Okay, and the center to center distance and the number of computers in each block will also be given to you, like it is given in this example. This table is having the distance between all the blocks, and here you are having the blocks and the number of computers in those blocks. Okay, so this is a typical pattern of this question. You must be given a situation, a write up about that situation, the name of the university or the network that is to be set up. Then you will be given a diagram of the blocks that are to be connected, and followed by the two tables. One table will be having the distance between each blocks, okay, that is center to center distances, and the other table will be having the number of computers in each block. So depending upon these three, that means the first one is the diagram and the two tables, you have to answer some questions. Let us see what are the questions. So the questions are: number 1, suggest the most suitable place to install the server of this university with a suitable reason. Next is suggest an ideal layout for connecting these blocks for a wired connectivity. This wired word is very important. Third question is: which device will you suggest to be placed in each of these blocks to efficiently connect all the computers within that block? Next question is: suggest the placement of a repeater in the network with justification. The last one is: the university is planning to connect its admission office in Delhi, which is more than 1250 kilometers from the university. Which type of network out of LAN, MAN or WAN will be formed? Justify your answer. Okay, so let us see how you will answer. The first will be the placement of server. You already know the block having the maximum number of computers will be having the server. So you will write: most suitable place to install the server is HR center, as this center has the maximum number of computers, and those computers can be seen in the table that is given to you in the question. Next, you will design this layout. Please note that this design should not be changed. Okay, the design that you are given in your question, this one, the placement of these blocks should not be changed. So same design should be there in your answer sheet also. So you should make this exact copy of this design. And then what you should do is, you should start from the block having the maximum number of computers and put a line to all the remaining blocks. So this is the HR center that is having the maximum number of computers. Draw a line, a pointed line, okay, this arrow from HR center to all the three other blocks. This means that one wire from HR center will go to technology block, one from HR center will go to business block, and one wire from HR center will go to the law block. So this type of arrangement, this is star topology. All the wires from the server are connected to the remaining blocks. So this is the server block, and the wires have been sent through to all the remaining block. So this is called a possible layout. So this is one of the possible layouts that you can suggest. The other possible layouts can be using bus topology. How you can do that? One wire from HR center to technology block, then one wire from technology block to business block, and one wire from business block to law block. So this forms a bus topology. But the star topology layout is better. It is more efficient. So you should write this type of layout in your examination. Okay. Again, I am telling you that do not change the position of the blocks. The same position that is given to you in the question itself should be used, and you should select the building having the maximum number of computers, and then you should draw the arrow lines from that block to all the remaining blocks. And if the question is asking the name of topology, then you should write star topology. Now the third question was, which device should be placed inside each block to connect the computers? If you see the question, all the blocks are having more than 2 computers in them. So if you want to connect all these computers, law block is having 15, technology 40, business block 25, and HR center is having 115. So if you want to connect these many computers inside that building, you should require the device switch. Okay, so switch will be placed in each block. In law block, one in business block, one in technology block, one in HR center block, to connect the computers present in that block. Okay. Now next question was asking you to give the position of repeater. Repeater is a device that amplifies the network signal and moves it forward. So as a general thumb rule, we place the repeater device between two buildings where the distance is more than 50 meters. And you must know that the repeater will be placed between the blocks. Okay, so this will be the language you will write, that the repeater will be placed when the distance between two buildings is more than 50 meters. Because due to attenuation, the signal strength goes down. So to make it up to the required level, we use repeater. Next question was to connect the university campus to the admission office in Delhi, which is more than 1000 kilometers away from that university. So if you see this LAN, that is local area network, and this is MAN, which is metropolitan area network, or in a city. It is in a local area. This one is when we want to connect one part of a city to another part of the city. And if the distance is more than some kilometers, then we should go for WAN, wide area network. So it is easy that WAN will be used as the given distance is more than the range of LAN and MAN. The range of LAN is some meters, and some meters means up to 1 or 2 kilometers can also be in LAN, but more than that, this will be covered in MAN, metropolitan area network. It can be 20, 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, but if it is in 1000 kilometers like this, then the network will be covered inside WAN, wide area network. Okay, let us discuss question number 2. The situation is Sunrise Private Limited is setting up the network in Ahmedabad. There are 4 departments named Market Department, Fund Department, Legal Department, and Sales Department. This is the network layout that is given to you, and you are also given with the 2 tables having the distances and the number of computers. So first thing, you should see the network layout. It should remain the same. It should not be changed by you. And the next thing you should you should check for is the department having the maximum number of computers. Here, market department or marketing department is having 42 computers, which is the highest number of computers. Okay, so let us see what are the questions that have been asked. First one is, suggest a cable layout of connections between the departments. You know how to answer it. Next question is the placement of server with suitable region. You know the answer. Next, suggest the placement of hub switch in the network. You already know it. And the last question will be checking your knowledge about networks. The organization is planning to link its sale counter situated various parts of the same city. Which type of network out of LAN, MAN and WAN will be formed? Okay, so let us see what are the answers, how you will write the answers. First you will give the layout. Okay, marketing department is having the maximum number of computers, so the arrows from marketing department will move to all the other departments. This arrow means wires. Okay, and if you are asked to write the name of topology, then it is star topology. Then you will write that marketing department will be having the server because it is having the maximum number of computers. Then you have been asked to tell where hub or switch will be placed. Then each building will be having hub or switch because each building is having more than 2 computers in it. Okay, and the last question is related to network type, and you know that if you want to connect the portions inside a city, then it is metropolitan area network, so it will be MAN. Okay, and sometimes you might be asked to suggest the best suitable transmission medium also. So then you should check this distance table. Okay, so if the distance is in meters, then you can go for twisted pair cable. Okay, and if the distance is in some kilometers, then you should go for optical fiber. And if the distance is very large, in thousands of kilometers, then you should go for satellite signals. But sometimes there are situations when it is written that the company is ready to compromise on the installation cost, but it will not compromise on the speed. Then you should go for, and the distance is in some kilometers or some meters, then you will definitely go for optical fiber cable because it will provide you the fastest network speed. Okay, but the installation will be on a bit on the higher side. Okay, but if the company is ready to compromise on the budget and the installation cost, but not on the speed or the signal strength, then you should go for optical fiber cable. Okay, so these were the 2 questions that we have discussed, and this is how the application based question on this network design chapter is asked, and most of the things that we have covered. So the things that you have to keep in mind, that the first thing, that you should not change the network layout that is given in the question. It should not be changed, and you should carefully look at the number of computers in each block and the distances among the buildings. Okay, so that's all for this video lesson. So this was the last video lesson of this e-learning series for the subject computer science class 12th. Thank you very much.